Hey, I'm so glad to have you. Today, we're going to be going over a couple different types of ways you can garden. And the first one is going to be using a vertical planter called a GreenStalk. Here in the picture, you can see there is a beautiful GreenStalk. And I want to go ahead and show you some of the qualities of GreenStalks that make them so amazing. So we have here a 5-tier GreenStalk. They come in as many tiers or levels as you want. They come in a 10-inch pocket and a 6-inch pocket. I recommend going for the 10-inch pocket because you can fit more. And if you're growing things like herbs or strawberries, they're going to need the extra space to be able to develop. So going for the 10-inch pocket means that you get 30 plants in a 5-tier. The cool thing about this is that the vertical GreenStalk, I have 5 of them personally, so I'm talking from personal experience with this. It takes about 20 to 30 seconds to water from the top from hand watering. Or the really cool thing is the GreenStalk has just started as of last year a really neat automatic watering system. So if you have a hose that's connected or close to your GreenStalk, then you go ahead and connect it with the watering system and it is automatic. It comes with a really nice lid with it. And then another piece of the puzzle is I noticed that they have a Bluetooth timer here, which is pretty cool. So you could be able to control it even from your phone. So I know that so many times it's hard to remember to water. It's hard to remember to get out there, especially when it's hot. The combination of the Bluetooth timer with the automatic sprinkler is just such a great way to go. The other 3 accessories that I would recommend if you buy a GreenStalk is the mover. So right here is the GreenStalk mover. It has wheels and it can go, you can move it to where you need to, specifically if it's really hot in the summertime and you've got strawberries in your GreenStalk, you don't want those strawberries receiving so much heat. So you're gonna put them more under the shade, or let's say there's a big storm and you wanna make sure that the things that are in your GreenStalk stay safe. So you just put it up against a structure or the building to make sure that it is okay. Or maybe you're growing lettuce and you want to make sure there's a lot of sun, specifically in the spring or in the fall, late fall. So you're going to pull it out so that it can receive that sun. So this mover is super important to have. The next set of things, and I have this on one set of my GreenStalks, is a support. And this is for if you're going to be planting things like larger things like peas or not really peas, actually beans for the summer, bush beans. If you've got maybe pepper plants, those kinds of things are really nice to use support. So if you have one set of those, you can take them off or on according to the need that you have for the support. And here you can see there's some tomatoes growing. I've grown tomatoes. I've grown all different types of things in my GreenStalk. And it just needs a lot of sun. So make sure you get a lot of sun when it's happening with the tomatoes. And it can be really effective to have those 3 different that support system. Last but not least, what I'm recommending is also to have a frost protection cover for this particular GreenStalk so that you can be growing and have people using your GreenStalk not only in the summer, but through fall, winter, and spring again. And if it goes under 35 degrees, throwing this very easy frost protection cloth over your GreenStalk still allows there to be circulation and light can go through, and you can keep growing throughout the season. One reason that I love using the GreenStalk is because the GreenStalk is small enough that it's vertical, 30 plants in one setting. The product itself is very high quality. It has a 5-year warranty. Like I've said, I have 5 GreenStalks and I've had them for over 3 years and they still look as good and work as well as the first year. Another reason I love the GreenStalk is because the watering system is set up so that all the plants get the same amount of water. It's absolutely brilliant. The initial setup is a drawback for this. It does take a lot of soil. So knowing that ahead of time it will be a 2 to 3 hour project one time. And then once every year, I do mine in spring. I take my GreenStalk apart, I go ahead and pull out old things, and then I add some more compost and I start planting for the next year. And it's a very effective method and only needs to be done once a year. The other thing I do for the GreenStalk and other container gardens like this is because the soil doesn't get any more nutrients from going deeper. It can't. It's only what's in each pocket or each container. I go ahead and I fertilize at least once or twice a month with an organic fertilizer, but it's super easy. I take 1 tablespoon of fertilizer, I put it at the top, and then I water it through. By doing that, it continues to provide nutrients to the soil, and I always add compost once a year, like I said earlier. So this is a great option for any space that you don't have much space to grow and you want to go vertical.